work. New subscriber.
Hey, what's going on? As you join, let us know in the comments what industry you are in and what company you're from. Your name. Just hit us with some info. Let's go.
Oh, nice. Huh. Well, there we go. We're getting people to join.
Comment. Mute that shit.
Oh. There we go.
Hey, so as you join, make sure you just leave a comment. Let us know what industry you're in, and that way we can know the best way to help you. And we want to talk about best practices for the particular industry that you're in. So some of you may be in solar, roofing, pest control, real estate, insurance, all different industries. So leave a comment. Let us know in the chat what industry that you're in.
There we go. Getting some people hopping in here.
All right, guys, for those of you just joining, go ahead and leave a comment in the chat. Let us know what industry that you're in, and then let us know any questions that you have, any concerns with the RepCard platform, so that we can talk about best practices and answer those questions. And we'll talk about what other people are doing to have success. So we want to know what you guys want to hear. Boom. Okay, we got Christian with us. Can you guys all see the chat? Like this video if you can see the chat. This is our first time doing a YouTube live, so there we go.
Awesome, Matthew.
What's up, Matthew? So sweet. Got some guys in solar popping in. What's up, Jeff? So tell us, what questions do you guys have? You guys, looks like some of you guys are in solar, another solar. What questions do you guys have about the app, best practices? Let us know. What questions you have in the chat, and we are going to answer these and go over some best practices. So
got a realtor in here.
Sweet. Recruiting. Okay, awesome. So we'll wait for some questions to pop in, and then if not, we will just go over some best practices and how to get the most out of RepCard. So for those of you guys hopping on, if you're just waiting for us to kick off here, go find us on social media, on Instagram, and give us a follow so you can stay up to date with our latest, updates. And we'll make sure that you guys know all the best practices. So, okay, so we had our first question pop in. He says, why does it send 2 phone numbers instead of just your own? You may be referring to one of 2 things, maybe the automated messages. So when you send a card out to a new lead, for example, and you put them into a campaign, the follow-up messages will always come from an 844 number or like a third-party number. They will not come from your phone number. And that's because the carriers like Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile, AT&T, they own your phone number, and they don't give the right to be able to use it for like follow-up campaigns and to do different things like that. So we did fix a recent issue. When you have an iPhone and you send out your card, it will now not send a second message to the lead. It will just tell them that they need to like the message, because the iPhone platform, it is trying to block a link from being spam. And so Apple stops any links until the iPhone that you sent it to has responded. Because when the 2 iPhones don't know each other, so if you knocked on someone's door and you sent them your RepCard link, the link would not be clickable until they respond. And so we put a little tag in there. If you guys have noticed, when you send a card now, it tells them to either like or respond to the message. And then that link will turn into a hyperlink that they can click on and view your card. So that's kind of the answer to that question there. Got another guy moving to South Florida. Is there any pinning of maps and door dispositions like what Sales Rabbit does? We don't have any mapping function right now. We do have a mapping feature that we are going to drop here in the next month that's going to give you the ability to view all of your leads on a map. And then we'll look for some feedback from there and continue to iterate on that function. So seems like people have asked about that quite a bit.
Yeah, we do integrate with Sales Rabbit too.
Yeah,
we
do integrate. Yeah, if you're already using it. So when you're in Sales Rabbit, you can hit send RepCard to someone, and it will automatically open up the RepCard platform, pre-fill the data, so you're not having to redo it, and it will send it out for you. I'm going to add my RepCard link in the chat. So who was saying that? I think that was
moving to South Florida.
Moving to South Florida. So repcard.com/Brad. So if you can, shoot me a text message. It doesn't give us your name. It just says moving to South Florida is your name. So send me a DM about that, a chat. I'd love to talk to you more about what we can do to solve that. Do you guys have a feature where we can just tap on another smartphone with our own to exchange contact information? So we don't have that feature. I don't know if that feature still exists. I know like 5-10 years ago, there was like an app called Bump that you could just bump it on someone's, phone or whatever, and it would like pass information. We do have the ability for you to open up a QR code in your RepCard and someone could just scan it, and that would work. That's for you, Colby. But again, my RepCard link is in the comments. So send me a text. If you know of a system that's already doing that, let me know. I'd love to learn more about that. We do have the tap cards. You can go to shop.repcard.com and buy our tap cards, where you can just tap it on someone's phone and it would allow you to, pass your information super easily. So shoot me a DM on Instagram or to my cell phone, and I'll get you a discount code. Joseph Romero, I have had issues with my campaign example. Once they sign up and I want to stop the campaigns in for them, it still sends the customer the campaign. Okay, so the customer can always opt out by hitting stop, and then you can also go into the contact record. So if you sent a card to Bob Jones, you'd go into Bob Jones and RepCard and go to the very bottom, and you can hit the trash can and it would stop the campaign for that particular person. So if you're saying that it's still firing those, send an email over to support and we'll take a deeper look into that. But hitting that trash can button should remove the campaign and totally kill it. That was a great question. Mr. Sanchez, I don't know how to say your name. I know we've talked before, brother. I appreciate all your support. You've been a user for a long time. So shout out to you. Appreciate you. I have a Samsung Galaxy. Seems like you guys focus more on Apple. Am I right? We don't necessarily focus more on Apple. The way that development typically goes is you develop on Apple first and get all the bugs worked out, and then you bring Android up to speed pretty quick. We try to drop all the function at the same time. But I mean, by all means, let us know what functions that you know of in Apple that aren't in Android. They should be pretty similar. And if we drop an Apple update, Android should follow it within a day or two of the same features and functions. So what's up, Dustin? We got you in here from San Diego. Got some good weather out there. Let us know what industry you're in, any questions that you might have. For those of you just joining, let us know what questions you have, and then we're going to go over just some basic best practices at the end of this here in the next 10 minutes.
Can there be a way to send a card without any name? Just have below is my business card.
Yes, you can. So you can jump on your iPhone. I don't know about Android, but there is an iPhone message app, like an iMessage app. When you're texting someone, you have a little app widgets. And when you're in there, you could put in the person's information right inside of, you put in their phone number in a normal chat thread in like your iPhone, and then you can just send off your RepCard using the iMessage app. Or you can just always text someone, repcard.com / whatever your username is. So my username is Brad. And when you're logged into RepCard at the very top, whatever that name is, that is your username. So repcard.com / in this case, like Dustin May, or Husti Kampa, you could just put that in there and send it to someone via text, and they wouldn't be in your RepCard as a contact because you don't have a name for it. Of course, you could always make one that just says like human 1 or human 2 or, customer 1, customer 2, if you wanted to do that without their name. But that is how you can put it, like on Instagram. You could go to Instagram and make a post, and add a link that says repcard.com/Brad or whatever it is, and you could just post your link right there.
Do integrate with Spotify.
So yeah, we do integrate with Spotify. It's kind of a tricky integration because of how their path is set up. So we could totally set that up, or we actually have, I think we have a video about it. And if we don't, reach out to us on support, and we can get that video to you. But it gets a little complicated from Spotify because of how they force you to have certain data. We had someone that said, love the RepCard. I share it often. Appreciate that, Brian. Can there be a way to send a card without, we saw that integration with Spotify. Okay, we're down here to Tate Roberts. The video I post on my RepCard are way smaller than I want them to look. How do I change that? Or how can I have the video autoplay when they open up the RepCard? So as far as them being way smaller, I mean, there's a little bit of width there that we could maybe expand it out to. And the reason why it's a little bit smaller is because if there's multiple videos, we need them to be able to see that they can scroll them. So we'll look at making those as max, the biggest size that there can be. As far as autoplay, we have kicked that idea around. It's not something that we're working on right now, but we got feedback, and some wanted it and some didn't. And so where it got complicated was us just trying to figure out to give you, the user, the ability, the ability to turn that on or off. Like, do I want my videos to autoplay or not? And what happens when there's multiple videos? So the idea just got really complex, and we kind of just moved it to the backlog. But if more of you guys want it to autoplay, comment in the comments right now and let us know so that we can know kind of what that feedback is. And then Safe Streets in the house. What's up, Deontay? We love Safe Streets. Let us know, Deontay, are you on the technician side or are you on the sales side? Any plans to allow us to use Google Voice to send cards via text? So that's something that Apple shut down about 3 years ago. They don't allow you to initiate a text outside of their own platform. There is a workaround that we think might be able to work that we just found out about a week ago, but we haven't even had time to really dig into it. So we will at some point get to that, Tony. Appreciate you leaving that comment. For now, the Google Voice is not an option. Rick Ramirez, what's up, my man? How is the Facebook Pixel key used, and why do we need it? So we are going to be building a ton of content and showing all of our users how to use the Facebook Pixel. The Facebook Pixel works like this. So when you go to Home Depot and you're looking at a ladder or hammer, and then you go to Facebook or Instagram, and you see that same ad, that same that same ladder showing up in your feed as an ad, that is the Facebook Pixel going to work. And so imagine if you put your Facebook Pixel into your RepCard. Every person that opens your RepCard, you could run a Facebook ad. These are paid ads to that audience that's opened your card, and now they're seeing your face and they're seeing your name all over their social media, getting you to resurface, keep you top of mind, and that way you can totally, leverage everyone that's opened your card that maybe didn't buy from you. So that is something that we are going to be working. It works right now. You can use it. If you know how to run Facebook ads, you can totally do it, or find someone. We're just going to create more content so that you can understand how to do it easily without hiring some huge agency. So great question. Joseph Romero, I use a CSV file with 500 contacts. Can I send all 500 campaign mail? So yes, you can go into repcard.com. You could upload those 500, and then you'd on the left-hand side hit select all, and then select all, and then the top right, you can hit send text or send email, and you could enroll them into a campaign and kind of launch that way. So if you need help with that, reach out to support or hit us up on Instagram, and we can walk you through that. But it's at repcard.com, and log in with your same credentials. That's how it's going to work. So appreciate your feedback, Gabriel. You mentioned the autoplay, want those videos just to automatically kick on. We will look into that. I'm on the sales side. Curtis did a hide announcement on using RepCards. Love it. Awesome. Curtis is my favorite guy in the world. Curtis Weinstein over at Safe Streets. He is a great dude. So that's awesome that you know him. Stay close to that guy. Ask him questions. He is a great mentor to a lot of people. And then Joseph Romero, our last comment, if I have, okay, cool. So we answered that question already. So guys, that's the last question. If you have more, put them in there. If you have people on your team that you know that could benefit from this call, share it with them. I'm just going to go over a few best practices. Just two major things. Number one is video. If you're not using video on your RepCard, you need to start today. You can jump into RepCard right now while you're on this call. I'll walk you through it. It should take no more than 10 seconds. Go into RepCard, go in the top left and hit the card editor button, and then go to video library, and then hit community on the far right-hand side. From there, you can type in the search bar, like whatever your industry. And if you're in solar, you're in pest control, you're in real estate, we don't have videos for every industry right now, but the chances are we have one video in there for you. And so you could type in solar, or if you're working with Titan Solar Power, or if you're working with Aptiv, you're working with these different major companies, Vivint, we have some video content already stored in there for you to go, and you hit those three dots and you can move those videos into your personal library. And that way, when you send a card later today, you could literally have that video on your RepCard, and then you start to get more notifications from those people that are opening your videos and your card, clicking on the different content within your platform. So if you don't have a video in there, shoot a video today. Take your phone, put it in horizontal mode, just hold it up and just shoot a video. If you knock doors, do it out in the field. If you're in real estate, do it from your office. It could be in your car. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is you just want to have a video for them to click on so that it can tell you when they're engaging with your content. So it could be a simple video of you just saying, hey, you don't want to put their name in there, obviously, because you're going to use it for many people, but you can just say something like, hey, it was nice talking with you. I'm looking forward to connecting again. And maybe there's a best practice that you do. Like, hey, if you want to in solar, you want to go ahead and send over that utility bill, or if you already have, I appreciate it. Looking forward to, helping you understand more about solar. Or if it's real estate, like, hey, I appreciate you jumping on that quick call with me. I'll have my team reach out and we'll get the process going so we can get your house in the market. In the meantime, you've got all my information right here on my RepCard. I look forward to, helping you sell your home. Like, congrats, or, whatever you want it to be. It just needs to be a simple video. Don't worry about making it look crazy professional. The fact of the matter is that you have a video on your RepCard that you send out. Now, when you add that video into your RepCard, you have the option to hit the little star button, and that star button will allow you to kind of save it to your RepCard. So anytime you send out your RepCard link, it will be on there. And then the other thing, guys, is the hot contacts. On your RepCard, you're going to have the dashboard, and this feature right here, you can see it. I'll put it up to the screen. You can see this. It's kind of getting crazy here, but right here, the hot contacts, you can literally understand who is the hottest person in your contacts that has been reaching out to you. So it's going to take your last 7 days, and it's going to give you the people that have engaged with you the most. And it's going to tell you right there who you need to follow up with. So every day you wake up, you should be hitting those contacts, whether it's a recruit, whether it's a new lead, maybe it's a customer that's been engaging, which means you need to call and get reviews and referrals. I mean, there's a lot it can do. We're not going to get into all of it today, but get the video on there so you can start seeing when they click it. And then you'll start to get more hot contacts that will surface, and it'll give you the option to know, okay, you wake up every day and you've got 5 to 10 people. Reach out to them in the morning before you start your day, or on your way to the sales office, on your way to area, whatever the case may be. And now you can have better touches with those people that are engaging with you. So if you have any questions about that stuff, like I said, reach out in the comments or hit us up on social media. We've got a few more comments that have rolled in. Christian, you want to take a few of those?
Yeah, I can take over if you got to go.
No, you're good. Well, I've got just a few more minutes, but yeah.
Yeah, so sweet. I like to use you guys have for the Pixel. It'd be great to get some video training so I know what I'm talking about with our marketing guys. Yeah, so do we have any content already for the Pixel?
We may have an older video that talks about the Pixel and how to set it up, but in repcard.com, you hit integrations, and it only will work if you're a paid user. And so you have integrations, and it says how to set up your Pixel, and it's a link to Facebook that teaches you how to just set it up. It's really simple. If you follow the videos and the blog that they have, you'll set it up in less than 15 minutes. And what's cool about it is you can put the pixel into your RepCard, let it start grabbing a bunch of data from all the people you're talking to, and then you could run an ad to those people 30 days later. You don't have to have a Google or a Facebook ad running live in order to grab the data. So it's a great way to just grab data and be kind of like putting that audience aside so that you can run a Facebook ad to those people.
Right. So, so someone said, let's do something for Windows. So there's a lot of window guys that are selling windows door to door. We could definitely look into making some sort of content for window guys.
Yeah, if you can as well, let us know what manufacturers that you're selling, because a lot of times kind of a quick hack is like in Windows there may be big companies that are like the main players that fabricate the windows, and they probably spend, you know, 50 to 100 grand a year making videos about their windows and why they're the best, and it's a great video for you to leverage. So if you look in our library, there are some people that are doing like roofing
videos,
and there's these roofing companies spend a ton of money on these awesome videos. So if they're selling a certain shingle, they can go leverage the video that talks about that shingle. So let us know. Bigger Built Bullies was the one that commented that. Let us know what window manufacturers that you're using.
And same thing goes for solar. If you're not leveraging your the manufacturer's videos that they're putting out, like those are really well-made videos that are super valuable. You should definitely be using those if you have any available. So yeah, LinkedIn integrations. I'm not sure if we have anything in the works for LinkedIn. What would be kind of your thought process with that? Because you can definitely send your card through LinkedIn.
You can also send your card with your LinkedIn as a social media, so people can click on your LinkedIn, and you can also make a custom call to action at any time and put any link behind that. So if you wanted someone to say like, message me on LinkedIn, I would bet LinkedIn has a messenger URL that you could pop in behind that button or something like that. But let us know, Brian, what you're thinking, whether it's here or on Instagram or just through support@repcard.com, what you're thinking on that LinkedIn integration.
Either email to retarget on the pixel or just a phone and name.
You need an email to retarget on the pixel or just a phone and name. The pixel works best when you have an email, but also when they open up your RepCard and it goes to the browser on their phone, if their phone's logged into a Facebook account, it's going to send that Facebook data over to your pixel in your Facebook ads manager so that they can start running that ad. Just like when you go to homedepot.com, you look at a hammer and then later you see that hammer on your Facebook. You didn't have to enter in any information. It's just grabbing the Facebook account that's on your phone and it's giving Home Depot that information so they can run an ad to your Facebook account.
So following up with what Brian was saying about the LinkedIn, he's talking about for ads. So yeah, Brian, if you have some suggestions of something that we could do, definitely hit us up on Instagram. Yeah, definitely hit us up on Instagram. Leave us a DM or something, and we'll see if we can get something like that going. That's what's great about RepCard is we're always looking for improvements and trying to get feedback from you guys of what we should add to the company and to really help improve the experience for everyone. So yeah. So someone said, I'm a window manufacturer, happy to network. Yeah, so great. If I mean, RepCard's great for manufacturers as well. It's really just a great tool to network with people. So if anyone's here looking for window manufacturers or is selling windows, we got someone in the comments who can help you out. Yeah, so that's for now. That's all the questions that we had. Just want to share another good practice. This is something that I use all the time. With RepCard, you can set up a calendar scheduling page. So especially for you door-to-door guys, realtors, anyone who's trying to schedule meetings with people or appointments, RepCard has that ability to add. I'll just go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. I'm sure some of you already know about this, but it's a tool that I use every single day to schedule with people. I'll send them my card, and then I'm like, hey, let's schedule a Zoom meeting. Here's my card. On it, they can click a call to action button that says schedule a demo. And I also have a button that just says my calendar, and they can click on that right away and get to my scheduling page. So here's my card. If you look over here, that's my calendar button. And then down here, I also have a button that says schedule a demo right there. So depending on how you do it, you can just throw in a link through Calendly. There's a couple other softwares like Acuity, I think. There's a couple more, but any type of scheduling page that you have, just grab that link that takes to that page, and people can schedule appointments with you. It's super useful. Pixel question. So it would have to be our own Facebook ads manager, not the company's Facebook page. So yeah, you would go to your Facebook ads manager and grab that pixel key and then throw it into RepCard. So, and the pixel key, as soon as you add it in, if you have a company account set up with us, it's going to apply to all the reps in the company. If it's just personal, then it's just going to be you. But yeah, it would be your Facebook ads manager. Perfect. So let's see if we have any other questions coming through. Real quick, I just want to ask you guys, what would you say is your favorite feature in RepCard? What's something that is really a game changer for you and the reason why you use the platform the most? Obviously, there's tons of features. We're always coming out with new stuff, but everyone has that one or two things that really sets it apart and makes it invaluable to them to where they couldn't live without it. So if you guys want to drop what your favorite feature is, yeah, any type of improvements that you would see that could make it more streamlined, easier for you to use, we would love the feedback. So if you guys want to follow our YouTube channel too, you can subscribe to us. We post content on here. We're trying to ramp up the content everywhere, so we've been posting a lot more on Instagram. We have a Facebook power user, RepCard power user group that you could join. I can actually probably grab the link and throw it in here if you guys want to join our power user group. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Don't want to mess up the live stream though. So I'm sure a lot of you guys know about the group if you've already, because we sent a notification a little while ago telling people to go join it, and we had a ton of people join it right away. So let me see if I can just grab this link and throw it in the chat. Copy link. There we go. All right, we got a couple more questions. Rick Ramirez said, could chat on the phone about the Pixel. Super interested. Yeah, the Pixel is huge. It's such a valuable tool. The hard thing is, like, a lot of people on RepCard, when they're just like a single guy, they're not really worried. We have a lot of door-to-door guys. They're not really worried about kind of ads and things like that because it's just kind of a little bit bigger. But anytime we have a big company that's on board with us, it's definitely super valuable to them. And if they can leverage it well, it's really powerful, because you have to think about it like a rep goes and knocks on a door in the morning, they get that person's information, then later that night they run a Facebook ad to the same person. They're going to be like, oh, what the heck, I just talked to that rep from that company. That's so weird that I'm seeing their information, when it's all targeted to them. But they're not necessarily going to know that. So it's definitely powerful. How many users do we have? We just hit 40,000 users. I think we're almost to. We just hit 40,000 users. So we've definitely been growing a lot. It's been pretty awesome to see how all the support and feedback, and glad you guys are liking the platform. So Joseph said, can you show me the calendar stuff again? How do I set that up? Yeah. So Calendly, it's an external software. I believe there's a free setup that you can do. Just go to calendly.com. You can set it up. You can link it with your Google Calendar, your Apple Calendar. It links directly with whatever calendar you're using. And then from that link, you can send people that link, and they can click on it, and it'll tell all the times that someone can schedule it, all the times that you have available for an appointment. So they can see exactly when it works with their schedule as well as your schedule. So it's a great way to, instead of going back and forth, I'm like, hey, does this time work for you? Does this time work for you? They're able to see your schedule directly and know when you're available, and they can then pick which time they're also available. So it's really great. Go to calendly.com. That's the easiest one to set it up. But once you have that scheduling page link, you just throw that into RepCard, into your edit profile, and then you can go ahead and utilize that. So it'll show up as a little calendar icon next to your phone number and email on RepCard, and then people can click on that and take it right to your scheduling page. So yeah, no, calendar calendar scheduling page is really awesome. I use it all the time. So Tony Allen said, I use Signal Signal as my messaging app on Android. When I try to send a card via text, the content isn't loaded into the message. I have to copy and paste and edit the text every time. Okay. Yeah. Tony, if you want to reach out to support at repcard.com, we can try to help get something figured out for you. I'm not sure exactly. I'm not familiar with Signal, but I'm sure we could work something out and try to help you out with that. So I would reach out to support at repcard.com. All right. So Tony also said Calendly. Is the app? How do you spell it? So let me just see if I can grab the website link. Calendly.com. There we go. Yeah. So it's just calendly.com. I'll drop it in the chat real quick. There we go. So it's a service where you can schedule with people. So it's really useful. It links. It's not a replacement for your calendar. It's a software that links up with that helps you schedule appointments. So yeah, it's definitely something. We have a video about it on how to set it up. Let me see if I can grab it and give it to you guys real quick. If you go in our app and go to Help Center in the More tab, you can find all these tutorial videos on how to set this stuff up. But let me just see if I can grab this link real quick. Yeah, here we go. All right. Awesome. So yeah, that Vimeo link that I just barely sent, that is a link to how to set up that scheduling page. So that's something that's super cool. Trying to think some other best practices. Do you guys have any other feedback or questions about anything to do with that? And let me ask, are any of you guys using the tap cards or NFC products at all? Are you using like cards like these? Are you sending it through the app mostly? Just wanted to know kind of if you guys had any feedback about that. And then let's see here. Also, text campaigns. How many of you guys are using text campaigns? Leave a comment if you are using text campaigns with RepCard, because that's a feature that's super powerful. Definitely doesn't get used as much as it should because of how powerful it is. But yeah, looks like most people are hopping off at this point. If I don't get any more questions in a little while, I might just end the call. But yeah, if you guys have any last minute questions, let me know. Haven't figured out how to do the text campaigns yet. So yeah, the text campaigns, if you go onto your home screen in the app, it shows right there at the top next to the card editor. That's the text campaigns. If you go into that, there's two different options. You can set up a single text campaign or a multi-text campaign. So I have another video that shows you how to set that up. I'll drop that link right now. So yeah, how to create an automated follow-up campaign. Copy that from Vimeo real quick. Let me just paste that in here. So this link that I'm dropping right now is going to show you how to set up the text campaigns. If you are interested in figuring that out, super powerful. There's lots of cool stuff that's coming with that soon. We got lots of exciting stuff in the works to try to make that flow a little bit better for you guys and more powerful. So the main reason I use RepCards for the text campaigns. Awesome. Perfect. Yeah. I would say for me, the best thing that I like about RepCard, I mean, there's lots of great things, but I think my favorite thing is the smart notifications and the text campaigns, but those kind of go hand in hand. Anytime you send a card through the app only, the app is the best way to send your card by far because you get those smart notifications. So you could send your card to 100 people. 6 months later, someone opens your card out of the blue randomly. It's going to notify you exactly what they're doing. You can call them, follow up with them, and lock down a sale with them. So super powerful. Timing is everything. So being able to catch people when they're interested, when they're looking at your card, is so much better than just calling them randomly when you don't know. Like they could be, people are busy, so people are always in the middle of stuff. So if you can find a time where they're interested and call them at the right time, it's so beneficial. I just use it for sending contact info and brief info on our program. Campaigns I need to learn about to see if it's useful. Yeah, definitely check out those campaigns. A lot of people use RepCard for just the basic aspects, but there's so much more. Definitely video content is huge. But yeah, being able to utilize all those features and really take the time to learn how to use it. We're probably going to come out with a training course at some point to teach you guys how to do all this stuff a little bit better, but we do have a lot of training content on different platforms if you really look for it. We need to get a better system to help you guys find it easily. But yeah, so let's see. I just ordered one. I'm waiting for it to arrive in the mail. Awesome. Yeah, so you can get little tap cards, tap stickers, and you can even get custom ones. And these are super nice if you're in like a pinch and you just want to tap someone, send them your info. Maybe you're not really looking to like to sell to them or anything, or you're not trying to follow up. These are more for just sharing your information quickly. I wouldn't say they're as good for any type of business interaction necessarily, because with the card you're getting the smart notifications, you're getting their info, so you can follow up with them. With the tap card, it's the same problem with a traditional business card where they get your info but you don't get theirs. So the tap cards are super cool. They're quick, they're flashy, but definitely sending it through the app is the best. But if you just meet someone and you want them to get your info real quickly, tap this, have them save your info to their contacts. So the fortune is in the follow-up, definitely. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so many times has a text campaign. Someone opened my card from a text campaign. I'm like, call them up, follow up with them. So just having that automated and being able to do that for you is so much better use of your time. To be able to automate a lot of that stuff is gonna save you so many headaches. One more question: can you edit the multi campaign? Yeah, so you can send a custom message every single time you send the campaign, or every single message that you send with the campaign. Once you send the campaign out, I don't believe you can edit it after the fact, but you can always create more. Um, yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what you're asking, but yeah, you can edit the multi-campaign where you can change the delay of each message. You can change the text that's getting sent out for each message. That's what's cool about the multi-message campaign. I would say best practice with it is to make it a little bit funny, because people are gonna know it's an automated message. You know, people aren't stupid. If they see it coming from like a random number, and it's not gonna be your phone number because there's no way for you to send it through your actual phone number. So it's gonna be through an 844 number. It's gonna have your card link in the bottom, but make it a little bit fun and kind of funny. Like they're gonna know it's automated. So if you kind of like admit that, you're like, hey, we know this is an automated message, whatever you do, it just makes it a little bit more lighthearted, and they're not going to be like super annoyed with you sending them that follow up, especially if they really are interested. So yeah, not sure if it was asked yet. Was curious if scheduled messages get sent from my number. No, so yeah, with the schedule message, it's going to go through the same 844 number. So unfortunately, there's not. With Androids, you can. With iPhones, there's not a way to do that. And that's just because Apple's very weird with certain things like that. Android's a lot more flexible with kind of setting up stuff like that, but Apple's really locked down, and it can be a total pain sometimes trying to deal with their certain little weird kind of rules and regulations. So yeah, there's no way to do a scheduled message through your iPhone, unfortunately. But yeah, Android you can do that. So yeah, sorry about that. That's kind of out of our hands, but yeah, that's something you got to take up with Apple. Awesome. Anything else? I know it's a little bit delayed, so I might miss something. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions and they didn't get answered here, appreciate you guys staying till the end. I'm gonna hop off here in a second, but if you have any more questions that didn't get answered and I didn't see them right before I hop off, feel free to reach out to us on Instagram, leave us a DM, or support@repcard.com. We'll help you out with anything that you guys need. So yeah, we're always here to help and listen to feedback from you guys. So awesome. You guys are what makes this all possible. So thank you very much. Bye.